All right, so there are three things you needed to know on how do we turn these divine jewels into golden ones, or what we call the legendary divine jewel. And if you are one of the F2P players out there, I would suggest to you to do these tips that I am about to share. The beast mount. For us F2P players, we need to level up our beast mount from the beast pen. We also need to level up the equipment and skills of our hero. Those are the things you really needed to level up, at least in that case. Even if you are not able to awaken your hero, I think you can still fight other stronger opponent if you do so. And now there is this divine jewel that we also have to level up. And thankfully, we have a way to obtain legendary jewel even without spending money. So I will be giving you 3 tips on how to manage our divine jewel. Also, how do we obtain legendary divine jewel so that at least we can match up other strong opponent in the game. But before we delve into these topics, I would want you to like this video. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe for more Viking Rise tips and tricks. All right. So there are 3 things you need to know if you want to level up your divine jewel. And the first one on our list is for you to not use. Do not use Recast Blade in your Enriching Stone Fist. The Enriching Stone is used to level up the attribute of your divine jewel. So if I were you, do not use these Enriching Stone first, but you have to save them. Collect as many as you can. You would be using these Enriching Stone, and I would suggest to you to use them in your legendary divine jewel instead. So you really need to save more and more of these Enriching Stones. Your Recast Blade. If you don't know the use of this Recast Blade, these are used to change either the attribute of the said jewel. There is actually an option for us to change the attribute of your jewel, and I have made a video about the Recast Blade. You can watch that if you want to. But these 2 items, the Recast Blade and the Enriching Stones, you must not use them. Instead, you have to collect them. And then later on, after you have obtained legendary divine jewel, then I think that's the right time for you to use these 2 items if needed. All right, so the next thing you have to know. The second tips on our list is you must obtain more and more blue chalcedony. This is the blue chalcedony, and you really have to make your way every day. Make sure you have to obtain a certain number of this blue chalcedony as an F2P player. I will give you 4 sources of blue chalcedony. First is the daily quest. Every day, you have to make sure you open up the 3rd and the final chest in the daily quest, because that then will give you 3 blue chalcedony in total every day, if you can. The task of daily quest is not that hard. And I think all you need to do is to maintain, to be active every day in the game. Just do the daily stuff. All right, so the second source of blue chalcedony is in the staging post. So you really have to clear up these tasks from the staging post so that you can be able to buy the blue chalcedony in the prestige shop. So these items will be refreshed also. And you can see here the next refresh time of these items. All right, so the 2 sources of blue chalcedony is in the Honey Tavern. And I think the game developer has updated this. In the Prosperity Merchant, before the update, these items will be refreshed. Always be refreshed in the reset time of every Monday of the week. But I was surprised. It was refreshed. The items were refreshed. I thought, I am waiting for another Monday reset time. But anyway, I can now buy these chalcedony items. I actually have bought all of these items this week. But anyway, let's just buy again. So the good thing about this shop is it's not just discounted, but you will use your resources like lumber or food and not gems. You also can buy blue chalcedony from the clan merchant. So if you have a lot of bronze coins, then I would suggest you to buy the chalcedony items here in clan merchant. All right, so let's go to the 3rd tip that I want to share, and that is for you to level up your divine jewel to legendary ones. The reason why I have said that you must not use your Recast Blade and the Enriching Stone is that you must first change your divine jewel into legendary ones. And also the reason why I am suggesting you to obtain more and more blue chalcedony. You must be able to buy this item from the shop, the random legendary jewel. And you can see here that it can cost you 300 blue chalcedony. Take note, this item will give you random divine jewel in the slot of 1 to 4. So it will surely give you legendary divine jewel, but it's only in the slot 1 to 4. And the good thing about this is that you will gain legendary divine jewel. For slot 5 and 6, there is this item that you can buy, and it says here that you can obtain divine jewel from uncommon to legendary grade. It's cheap in price compared to this one, but it has no guarantee that you will obtain legendary ones. So I would not suggest to you to buy this first, but you really have to get this first and complete the 4 slots. Convert them to legendary ones. As of now, I am still saving blue chalcedony, so I can buy more of this item. I really would want to level up all of my divine jewel legendary ones. So those are the things that I want to share to you regarding the divine jewel, especially for F2P players. So if you have some things to share or maybe some things to add up, you can always use the comment box below. Again, I would want you to like this video, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe for more Viking Rise tips and tricks.